Hello, I am Asheron, and welcome to my study. And today, we are back to Asheron's Call, but this time for a very specific purpose. Let me get it on screen. There we go. So basically, my Void Mage has just recently reached 125, which is a big threshold to hit. And in, regular MMO fashion, I have unlocked some new quests to do at that new level threshold. One of the probably most important ones being the Bellis quest, which is the only easy way to access augmentation gems in the mid game, early or mid game at all. Below 125 and even up until level 200, you don't really have any access to augmentation gems other than through this quest. So I'm going to attempt to run all three of my eligible characters through this quest at once. And by at once, I mean I'm going to be jumping between them because they're all on the same account, so I can't have all of them logged in at once. I need to actually, juggle them a bit. But I am a bit scared, because while my main character, this one, will be the one to kill Bellis, which is arguably the hardest part, my other two characters are not nearly, prepared to fight insatiable eaters. So we'll have to see how that goes, because, I have different concerns about each one. Such as my Void Mage here, they're level 129, insatiable eaters are level 160. So while I believe that they have the, buffs to do it, their armor level is quite amazing, because ancient armor is always absolutely cracked when it comes to armor level, but they might still hit us a lot, and even with high armor level, I don't know how well that's going to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to recall to the second portal and attempt to do the Insatiable Eater dungeon on this character first, and hopefully we'll be able to do it, and then we can come back here and summon secondary portal, and then my next character will go in that portal to go do the quest, because it's a lot faster than just running there. And now that I have 3 characters with item enchantment, I'm pretty much a portal bot unto myself. So that's pretty useful. Do I have any other? I do. Okay, well, moment of truth. Will this character get utterly annihilated by the level 160 eaters, or will they not take enough damage to be killed before I get to the end of the dungeon? Let us see. I mean, no matter what happens, I have Aphis Lassel portal gems, and we should be fine. But ow, ow, ow. Okay, so they hit me, they don't do much damage. And by not much damage, I mean I can survive it. For the most part. If I can just survive to the end of the dungeon and get into a corner, we're golden. But I'm gonna need to stop and heal every so often just to keep the health up. And I actually found my way to the pit first try. That usually takes me a few attempts. Because I don't know, this dungeon's not all that complicated, but I always get lost. I don't know why. Hello? Where am I? Oh, okay, I made it through. The AoE blocked my vision for a second, I got disoriented. This is back upwards. We do not want to go up. This is fine. So I'm guessing it was this ramp that I saw and was like, nah, that one's too obvious. It's too right in my face. Obviously, this is not the correct way to go. But it turns out it was. Just heal again. Luckily, we're not really losing mana doing that, so long as I keep up with it, I should be able to do that indefinitely. That's a problem. Okay, keep them behind you. We're almost there. So long as I only have 2 or 3 on me, I'm not going to get bursted down too bad. And now we can go over here, into this corner. Most enemies don't get to me here, and that's fine. Alright, so this character's trouble is that their melee defense is not up to snuff at all. They get hit almost every time by these enemies. Additionally, my void magic is not up to snuff either, and we're gonna have a difficult time actually hitting this guy. Yeah, can I get futility on him? I mean, he's the only one on me. Ooh, first try. So, really, I don't think this will be a problem. Yes, now we can hit him. Alright, first jaw collected. That was a scary one. But just some spam healing and everything works out. So let's head back to primary portal, which is town network for right now. I will set that to something else when I have to, but as of now, it's quite convenient just to have it at here. And then we go Alluvian and Arwick. So now the Archer, which is the scariest one, because while the Archer is high enough level and has enough melee defense skill, I think, they're... Why am I getting out of attack mode? They have pretty crappy armor. I got them high level by doing a ton of dailies over a long time back when I first made them, which was a while back. That was like, I think, my first high level character. But it doesn't really... I never really got them very good armor. So their armor is still the explorer armor, which eaters just absolutely tear apart. So if I can't dodge them, I'm going to be taking a ton of damage. So we'll see. Summon secondary portal. Now I only have rank 1 of this, so it doesn't last long. But both my other characters are in Arwick, so we should be able to get them through. And I might actually just log them in, get them through the portal, and then log out in the dungeon. Just so that I don't have to resummon the portal. It seems efficient to me, I don't know. Hopefully we can log out in here. I did look on the wiki, it didn't say anything about this being a no-log portal, or no-log dungeon. So, we'll just do that real quick. Might as well take the Archer last, because I'll already be logged in on this character now. Which I was wanting to do the Archer next, I should have probably logged them in last. But, you know, it is what it is. Doesn't matter what order. The Archer's probably still going to get obliterated either way. And seriously, these eaters can even hit my level 216 character. Like, that's just how cracked these eaters are. Of course, they don't do any damage to me because, you know, pretty amazing armor. Which, you know, I've always underestimated armor levels in this game. It's like I always worry so much about getting all my buffs. But in the end, the armor level, you know, it doesn't help against magic, which is generally what one-shots me in these cases. But it certainly is, like, integral in any melee circumstance. Oh, you're still dead. Let's go to the other side. Never mind, you just came back. Welcome back, prepare to die. And luckily my main weapon here is slashing, so... Very nice. Let's heal up, and then... just get out of here. I don't know where we're going. Yeah, Lifestone Recall. Now that I have Lifestone Sending, I keep, like, second-guessing myself as to, like, which one sends me to the actual Lifestone and which one sends me to the Lifestone Tie. Okay, but we need to get you back to... I didn't need to put on a melee weapon again. I actually need the orb next, I think. But I need to get you... You do have Summon Portal. You do. I need to get you to Arwick now, because this character is the one that has... I think primary? No. Secondary is Bellis. So we need to have you in Arwick so that I can summon a portal to Bellis for the other characters. Because there's no way that I'm going to be running them through that dungeon. That place is an absolute maze. That's why you run through it once, tie to the portal, and never go back. Because it is such a hassle. I wonder if there's people out there that never tie to the portal and just do the entirety of the dungeon every time. I couldn't imagine that. That would be so much work. I mean, the Bellis quest is already a quite a bit of running around. Ooh, but we don't need you in Arwick just yet. But that's fine. Because I need to go turn in the Jaws as well, which is going to be another lot of running around. Okay. Well, let's see. Are we buffed up? Can this character buff themselves? I don't think they can. I think they literally just have item enchantment for portals. Yeah. No other spells in the brain. Well, we have the True Strike Bow, which is quite nice on the melee defense. Not the best, but for mid-game, it's pretty decent. And we have a Surge of Regen Aetheria, which is decent. You know, hopefully that'll keep us alive. And if not, Aphis Lassel. We spam one and get out of there right quick. Because, yeah, we have specialized melee defense that is super expensive, but as you saw, those eaters don't even care about almost max level melee defense. Oh yeah, I can evade them maybe 50% of the time, it looks like. Oh, and my map is broken because I logged down here. That is going to be a problem when it comes to navigating. I'm so used to looking at the map and not actually looking at my surroundings. So yeah, it's all luck-based on this character. Okay, we are somewhat lost. I got off the beaten path because I got disoriented because I didn't have a map. Look, a corner, okay. We are going to sit in corner and kill to buy ourselves a little bit of time here. Luckily, we have slash-rended bow with crippling blow, biting strike. So these guys should not be a problem aside from doing a ton of damage. Yep, this is definitely the character I was worried about. You see the difference it makes just having a decent amount of armor. They're not obliterating us, but they're certainly trying. This character doesn't even have cooking, so we can't even use the rations to get our stamina back. Alright, so we need to get to the bottom of this. Where is that? Where are we? I have completely gotten lost. Let me just look up the map, see if I can identify where I went wrong. Because I get lost in here even with the minimap up. I am not going to attempt to go through here with no minimap. Okay, we might be there. So if we're there, we would need to go... Okay, easy enough. This way. Ow. Okay, we are not where I thought we were. Unfortunate. So we just need to keep going down, right? And down is kind of just the name of the game here. Oh, okay, so we're here. Let's hope muscle memory can tell me where to go from there. Is this wrong? No, this is wrong, right? That's... Yeah, that's the obvious ramp that I'm not supposed to take. That I never take, but always think that I take. Because, yeah, this leads straight to the hole. You gotta take the non-obvious ramp. Okay. Down the hole. Any direction. Don't get surrounded. My guy. Stop getting stopped. Don't get surrounded. Okay, Cloak, you are causing me much more trouble than you're doing good. Keep going down. You know, I like the AoEs on the cloaks because they can do a lot of damage sometimes, especially if you're somebody who's a bit AoE deficient, but they cause a lot of trouble because they stick you in place for like a good like solid 3 seconds whenever they go off. Okay, and then we're by the portal. So we're at the end. And we got... My freaking brain! I was in Void Mage mode, so I pressed 1 to heal. No! That is the problem with jumping between characters. You get your keybinds mixed up so bad. Alright, well that's not a huge problem, as long as I can find my way through the dungeon again, because we have Portal Recall. Which... should. Yes. I was worried for a second, because I was like, well, I logged out since I came in here. Does that make it actually work? But it does. Which is very good, because I don't have to summon the portal again. Okay. But now we have minimap, because we got here through an actual portal. We didn't log out in here. So the minimap isn't broken, and we can hopefully find our way through first try, instead of getting totally lost. But seriously, this dungeon, I've done this dungeon so many times, and yet... Is that the obvious one? That's the obvious one. Ugh. Healing kits are so slow on archers. But that's fine. At least healing kits are still overpowered in that they always heal you right back up to full health. If they don't fail. But we have specialized healing, so... Failure on healing is one of those things you just don't expect to happen when you're spec'd. Okay. Down here. Yeah, see, with the little mini-map, I just never get lost. Essentially. Okay, don't press 1. 1 is the enemy. Eight 9 is not the enemy, though. 8 9 is what we need. And I one-shot that guy. The crits on this bow are absolutely insane. Like, I was doing 700 damage to a golem with slashing crits. Like, that is unheard of for, like, any other type of character than an archer. Okay, well, we got the jaw, so we need to... Let's just Apis-Lassel out of here. That's a stressful dungeon, but we did it. That was the scariest part, was getting the archer through there. And we did it twice on accident, so... You know, that just proves that we're too good. So now we need to go to 2 separate locations on each of these characters, which is both in Annex. We need to go to Westwatch and then Fian Outpost. Westwatch to turn in the real jaw, which is the upper jaw in this case. And then we turn the other jaw in at Fian Outpost to get flagged for Bellis. But the good thing is, you can pretty easily get 2 MMDs per character per week just by doing Bellis and turning in that jaw. Which isn't a ton, but I mean, I'd take 6 MMDs. Just in the process of doing the other quest. It's a nice bonus. The XP isn't great, though. I've always felt the XP for the Eater Jaws are subpar at best. Okay, you take the jaw. That'll flag me for this. And then we log out. Then we gotta log in the Void Mage, do the Westwatch, then the Fian Outpost, and then log out, and then go onto the two-handed, do the same thing, then summon the portal at Fian Outpost, so that all of our characters can get through there, and then log back in to my two-handed person, kill Bellis, then run to the end of the dungeon with each character, pick up an Og Gem, and get out. That is essentially the plan here. It's a lot of character jumping, but Westwatch. But it's worth it. You know, if I can get 3 Aug Gems, 1 on each character, that is going to be a lot. Alright, 130. That's quite nice. Yeah, I've ended up kind of somewhat abandoning the idea of doing full daily routines, at least as of right now, because I've found that it is most efficient to just do that one quest that gives the 200 million every day. If I just do that every single day, I'm getting at least probably like 1 level for quite some time a day, and it's a pretty quick quest too. Okay, now you're flagged. Now the portal stays up for 2 minutes. I'm trying to think if I should summon the portal on my two-handed character and then go and kill Bellis and then bring the other people in. Is it 2 minutes or is it 3 minutes? Which one is it? Because I have the higher level recall. Oh, it is 3 minutes. Okay, I think I can kill Bellis in 3 minutes. And then I would just need to go and get my other people into the portal after Bellis is dead and run them to the end. It would just save a bit of logging in and out of people. I mean, 3 minutes is a good amount of time. Although, Bellis is pretty tough. Like, it's not like it's going to be dangerous, per se. But it's going to be a long process. So yeah, we'll stick with the safe one. So we don't have to resummon the portal at any point. Because yeah, the worst thing about Bellis is that he buffs himself. So if I end up going in there and he buffs himself for slashing, it's like, well, what can I do other than just, you know, throw slashing against him until he dies, which will take some time. So, portal. Okay, and you go through, and we're gonna log in someone else, have them go through, and repeat as needed. Hopefully this is a logout dungeon. I think it is, because once again, the wiki didn't say anything necessarily against that idea. But if it isn't a logout dungeon, then this isn't going to work as well, and I'll need to do the faster plan anyways. But of course, we won't know that it's not a logout dungeon until we log the main character back in again to go kill Bellis. Man, I remember this just reminds me of back in the day when my dad used to run us through Bellis because we were too young to be able to fight him. We didn't know how the game worked, and we weren't good enough to fight him on our own. So dad would go through and help us like kill Bellis for us, and we'd run our characters through and grab the gem. Same with all of the Coliseum bosses. Ah, you're not supposed to be here. Yep, it's a non-logout dungeon. Well, we need to do the faster version then. Because the issue is that the portal is on a 3-minute timer, but Bellis's corpse is also on a timer. So if I can't get everybody into the portal, I'm gonna need to get everyone back to Fian Outpost, or at least a centralized location. Where are they? Where are they situated at? Where even is their lifestone? I don't remember. I think Urak? I'm gonna say Urak. So we're just gonna go to Urak because everyone's already flagged for it, so we just go here, summon the portal, and just hope that I can kill Bellis within the 3 minutes. If not, we're gonna need to come back here, resummon the portal, and hope that the characters can get in there before, you know, the corpse disappears, or else I'll have to kill Bellis again, I guess. Okay, Bellis. You better die fast, or I'm gonna be upset. Yeah, because there's these guys, which are gonna hurt on the way in, but I don't think they're gonna be a huge problem for either of the characters, because you just need to run past them. And you see, these guys only got 2 hits in. None of them even landed on this character. So as long as you're just running, they don't really end up landing hits on you very often. Well, this guy actually made it all the way through. Usually they de-aggro. Have we traumatized him? We have. Okay. Excuse me? How does this AoE stop me from repeat attacking? Oh no. Yep. That was the slashing defense. But what we can do is jump over to piercing to get Gossamer Flesh. Resist spell. That's fine. We'll just keep stabbing him. And hopefully this... There we go. Then Gossamer Flesh plus fire? I don't think... Did he ward himself against fire? I don't think he did. No, it doesn't look like he did. Yeah, I should have gotten the Gossamer Flesh on him first, but I forgot. Now that's some damage. 500 damage crits? That's what I like to see. Oh yeah, acid protection, that'll help you. Everyone knows to use acid against Viamanian Knights. Okay. You grab one of these, you get this, you get Aphislassel recall. Okay. And then we can log you out. Log in. I know, or at least I'm pretty sure, that the Void Mages thing is Iraq. Yes, it is. And the portal still seems to be there. Now we just need to hope we can run past those knights without dying. That's like the only caveat here. The only thing that could go wrong for this Void Mage. Oh, hi. Oh, yeah. 2 damage, that's wimpy numbers. We're not as fast as the other character, though, so we're getting hit a lot more. But that's fine. Do I know Wreckful? Not personally. I recognize the name, though. So let's get out of here. There's Lifestone Recall out. I guess I could have just logged out and it would have sent me to my Lifestone anyways. Oh yeah, I did Lifestone Recall in Iron Bekur, didn't I? And then Archer. How come I'm playing it? Well, because I like it? Oh, portal disappeared. Okay. We need to go summon the portal again. I really need to get the 5-minute portals on my characters, but I kind of forgot where to get those and have been too lazy to look into it. So, we'll get around to it. Alright, we're gonna head to Iraq, resummon that portal. And then hopefully the archer can get through. I'm guessing the archer's melee defense will be plenty to... Hello? Wait, you can't... You can't summon the portal if you have... Oh no. Oh, that's a problem. Does my... Wait, is my archer tied to it too? I might not be able to get it on my archer, or I'd need to run through the entire dungeon, which would suck. But there is a possibility. Nope, Withered and Thrungus Hole. Unfortunate. Actually, the Thrungus Hole is pretty close. Because if you look, Augmentation Realm is where we need to be, and the access to that is right here. Thrungus Hole is here. Yeah, I just didn't realize that picking up the gem would immediately make it so that you can't interact with the portal, and I didn't realize that summoning the portal was counted as interacting with it. So that is a problem. But if we spawn here, we could go up to the Augmentation Realm portal and do the entire run through the dungeon with this character if they're, strong enough to actually run through that dungeon. It is kind of scary. And there's no guarantee that Sir Bellis would still be dead when we get there. Hmm. Cry when you first made that run, yeah. It is it is not very easy at all. But we could. Hmm. Is it worth it though? I might just wait until next week to get this person's Og Gem done. Cause yeah, Bellis probably won't still be dead by the time we get there. Though he is a boss enemy, those corpses last quite a while. Ooh, no, but Uber Penguins. I was about to try it, but then I remembered in between the Thrungus hole and the place will be Uber Penguins, and those things will probably annihilate us in like 2 hits. So, nope, nope, can't even get to the dungeon without dying, most likely. And apparently, summoning it counts as interacting, so we can't summon it again. Hmm, unfortunate. I really need to get those 5-minute portals at some point, because I think we would have been able to do it at that point. But the good thing is that this archer is not my main character that I'm playing right now, so getting them the Og Gems is not as big of an importance as getting the Og Gem for my Void Mage. So I'm glad that I got them through it first, so at least they got it. But the 3 character Og Gem run has failed. Only able to do 2 character Og Gems for the moment. We'll get it next time. I just need to do it in a better order. Like, send my main character in to kill Bellis, but don't loot him. Because the second you loot that gem, you can't summon the portal. Oh, so yeah, next time I do it, I can tie to the summoned portal. That's that's smart. That could work. But we got the Og Gem here, and that's all that matters. Not that do I have XP to? No, I do not have enough XP to get an augmentation just yet, but we can do that whenever. That's fine. So that was that was all that I was preparing to do today. Because, it's Saturday and I usually do shorter streams. Additionally, I stayed up until how late did I stay up? I think it was like until 3:30 last night, and I am super tired. But I was like, man, I need to get Bellis done. And I wanted to get that done on stream to see if I could do all the multitasking of getting all the different characters there. So I didn't expect for this to be a very long one, but we will be back to this at some point, and hopefully I will keep up with my daily, many, many millions of XP daily so that this, level will keep increasing steadily. So far, I think I've been getting 2 or 3 levels per day just off of that. Or no, I guess 2 levels. Because the XP for quests is doubled on the server, so the 200 million base would give me 400 million, which is roughly double that. So, about 2 levels per day as of now, and that will go down to 1 level per day pretty soon, but still, very efficient, very nice. And if I just do that for quite some time, I'll eventually be level 180, and then we'll be in a good position because we can join a society and not have to worry about levels anymore. Hmm. Oh yeah, and you're right. I could just make a completely unrelated character keep the portal and stay flagged for it, and just make them the eternal portal bot. But at the same time, that would mean I would need a character that's high enough level and strong enough to survive the Insatiable Eater dungeon in order to get flagged for it. Which these three characters are my three highest level characters, and I don't have anyone else anywhere near it. I think my next highest is maybe level 40 or 50. So I'd need to get like 70 levels on them. Or 75. If they're 50, I need 75 levels just to get them eligible. And I need all the armor and everything. Well, I would need to tie to the summon portal, but to summon it, I would need to have... I'd need to be flagged, right? You need to turn in the jaw. That's why when you pick up the gem, you can no longer summon the portal. So I would need to be able to summon the portal again with someone. I would need them to be tied and flagged for the quest, as far as I can tell. So it would be kind of difficult to get that set up, I think. Anyways, I would do the daily right now, but I think I did it last night at like 9 or 10, so it shouldn't be off cooldown for some time. I wonder if... is there a contract for that quest? Could I get that? Let me see. Because if there is, it would be nice to be able to keep like exact track of the timer if I'm doing it literally every day. But it does not appear to have a contract. Not every quest does. When was this added anyways? 2003? What? Did it always have that much XP? No. It used to be 80 million, but in learning from experience, they upped it to 200 million. That's crazy. Oh, and in From Darkness Light, the experience reward was upped from 900,000 to 80 million. They made that quest so overpowered. There were 10 students with one in each town. Interesting. Yeah, that I have... it's weird because I've never even heard of the Crystal Mines and Shattered Souls quest before it was mentioned to me. And it's just like, how did I miss this? Because apparently it used to have 10 students in 10 different towns. And somehow I just never noticed them. And it was introduced in 2003. Like, how did I never know this existed? That means that this quest is on Decarutide. Interesting. Anyways, yeah, so that's about it. I'm gonna go, and I'll get back to this some other time. And as I said, hopefully I'll be higher level at that point, and we'll have more things to do, like unlocking the yellow Aetheria, which I still need to do, and probably getting another set of ancient armor because I need a set for my archer pretty desperately. So yeah, we'll do the thing that we do at the end, which is to go to the ending screen. All right. So I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.